Welcome back. Today I want to talk about something that I think is very important because I hear it all the time, especially here lately with the way that the market has been for the last year and what we're currently seeing, and that is I'm going to hold off until the market cools down. Now, my name is Josh Parker, your Austin Realtor, and that's exactly what I want to talk about today is what do you call cooling down? What do you expect to see by the market cooling down? And it means something different to everybody. However, there's some things to keep in mind on why that might not be the best idea. So, let's discuss a handful of those items right now. And the number one thing that I want to discuss is interest rates. Because let's face it, interest rates aren't going to stay as low as they are forever. And in fact, there's a lot of articles out there that say interest rates are going to start going up at any point because a number of factors, such as they say the unemployment rate is down, the economy is starting to pick back up a little bit. Now, that's not necessarily the case as we can see in the shortages on the shelves and everywhere else, but that will cause the interest rates of your home loan to continue to rise. Now, there's several different ways to look at it, but I think the easiest and the best way is if interest rates rise and you want a $1,500 payment. Let's say right now it's 3%. After you pay your down payment and look at that loan to keep at that $1,500 a month payment, your buying power right now is about $445,000. Now, let's say it jumps up 0.5% or a full percent. What does that now allow you to buy to keep that same $1,500? Well, 3.5% after your down payment, now you're looking at only being able to afford $417,500. So right there's a huge jump, a huge downward fall into what you can now afford. And as you've seen, home prices aren't really going down. So at a full percent, to keep that same $1,500 payment, you're now under $400,000. So you're almost $55,000 difference just by the interest rate rising 1%. Now, if you were hoping that the market was going to cool down and you were going to save that 50 grand, well, guess what? That just went out the window, and now you're not able to afford as much. That home may not have dropped that 50 grand that you were hoping for, but now on top of that, your interest rate's higher. So what does that do on the back end of the loan? So now on the back side of the loan, now that that interest rate has risen 1%, now you're looking at, depending on the loan amount, we'll go with that 400 range, but now you're looking at between $55,000 and $70,000 addition that you're paying in interest just because you wanted the market to cool down. Now, look, cooling down means something different to everybody, but I've had clients of my own that say, we want to take a break. This is insane. We can't win an offer. We're offering way over asking price, and we're just done with it. And I get it. It's frustrating and very discouraging when you want to find that house. You see one that you like and you want to move into that and you don't get it. And it happened over and over again with a lot of folks. And so I understand the frustration of not wanting to keep looking, not wanting to get out there and do it. However, right now is about as cool as I think it will get. We've seen a little lull. We've seen the price drop a little bit on the market average for the Austin area, but there's several things that cause that, and that is school and this second round of COVID stuff. But now things are starting to slowly pick back up again, And we have more and more big businesses announcing that they're moving to the Austin area. And so we're going to have another wave of people. So if you're planning on waiting until it cools down, don't wait any longer. Don't let those interest rates go up. You'll be lucky if it does 1%. My guess is it's going to be a couple points, which that means you're now losing buying power and you're spending more on the back end to get that same house that may have cost you 40, 50 grand more right now. And so if you're considering buying a home in today's market, really look at the numbers and look at these couple little simple things that could very well change as early as tomorrow. None of us make that rule up. And so when it happens, it's going to happen fast, and we may not have the warning that it's coming. And so I'd hate to see you wait until the market settles down, cools down, crashes, whatever you want to call it, and you lose out on an opportunity to get into that home that you really like, that you found, that you fell in love with. And so that's it for today. Keeping it real short and sweet. I appreciate y'all following along with me, and we'll see y'all soon.